into the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
This crowd full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Right back to him on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on third down. To the air, it's Bailey. Finds space on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them.
Oh, he's got some space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Might as well give it to him again.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. He'll do it himself. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Quick pass on the fly motion. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give on the option. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Trying to run it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. And it's right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Notre Dame's offense has its first opportunity of the day. I know Bo Nix has the single-season completion record, but this guy may make a run for it if he has many more games like the last one, David.
It was crazy. I mean, it was interesting to watch, man. Just in a rhythm, not fooled, like just so confident, knew his...
Breaks into the open. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Scanning the field, it's Carr. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a man on the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here's a heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. This should be the last play of the quarter. Making side adjustments here. And back to the air on 2nd down. They took a shot at the end zone and he almost picked it off. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It falls incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field to get things started back up. We reach the break. It's NC State on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading Moving in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Good, right down the boulevard. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Nice job after the catch by the tight end. Able to make a guy miss and go get extra yards.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Quarterback running on the draw. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the returner will be brought down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. To throw, it's Carr. Finds his man, it's Coleman. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Marcus Freeman added another chapter to the year 3 success stories of Notre Dame coaches taking the Irish to the national championship game, and he looks like a cornerstone coach for the future.
It was so impressive what they were able to do, bouncing back from an early season loss against Northern Illinois when everybody counted them out. He's done an outstanding job recruiting. He's got a great coaching staff. This team is built and ready to make another run.
Yeah, he's got superstar written all over. He has the next coach to break that ceiling and win a title. Just recruiting up, belief up, discipline up. Notre Dame looks like a national championship contender.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pass was broken up, incomplete, and there's a flag on the field. This could be offensive holding. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Irish send out the punt unit. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Finds his tight end. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. Got the first down. Looking for more. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Line getting set on second down. Defense in press coverage. They go to the ground, and he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Fires to the middle. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own one. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Fires to the right. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Inside a minute to play and a half. Might we get a touchdown after all before the break? Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
You can can tell this quarterback and these wide receivers are on the same page. Quick read, quick throw, quick success.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. Firing toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Lets it fly. Right on the money. Kangaroos his way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? From the gun, running back gets the give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in this second half.
There he goes! Inside the tag, and he just kept running and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Irish!
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. USC is currently ahead.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Split backs here. And off to Jones. Can't get him to the ground. Makes it past the marker. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. They'll go to the ground. At the 40, there he goes. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Catch in the middle. It's Rodgers. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish back on offense. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Give him 105 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Makes the grab. It's Fields. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it. It just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Got a man. It's Paulett. Oh, he's got some space. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's locked. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Notre Dame now operating in the red red zone. They'll run it from the gun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Takes the handoff. It's Scott. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Fires to the wideout. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, going to the air. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his back in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
And you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. Run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
NC State now operating from the red zone. Give to the running back. Wow, through the defense. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys.
He's going for the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second and goal coming up. Corners are walked up tight. They'll move the tight end. The hand to the running back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. USC is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 24 over Michigan. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end now in motion. The give as they work on that clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. They'll send the back in motion. To the air. It's Carr. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Fair catch, called for and made. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the 4th. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
The play-action fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. That's reeled in. It's Grimes. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. As this offense tries to drain the clock, take the play clock down to a fraction of a second. Don't give the defense an inch to breathe.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He's got it. First down and more. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Carr. Under fire. Got his man to the left. They want to throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. He's got it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
Gutsy play caller. A lot of coaches out there that would have run the football, try to keep the clock going, and force your opponent to use more timeouts. They throw for it on 3rd down. They get the completion, and with that...
Hiding from the goal line, and the ball's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that is a critical mistake. Offensively, you got to understand. I'm up. It's the 4th quarter. I'm in scoring opportunity right now. One thing I can't do, Palmer?
Put the ball on the ground. But give the defense credit, too, because at this situation of the game, they understand we got to make a play. We've got to make something happen to change the momentum of this game and give ourselves an opportunity. And they're still out there fighting. They're able to come up with it deep in their own end. Let's see how their offense can respond.
He'll start this drive firing. Here comes the heat. And they get it in the end zone for a safety, and that should wrap this one up tight.
And that stings for this offense. You got the football, a chance to go make a big play, take control of this football game, and you give up the safety. Now they get the football back under 2 minutes. Everything now against you. This team is going to have to find a way to respond and make a big play on the other side of the football.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Here come the Irish, back on offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level there.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.